Welcome back to BSRTV for the second race of the day from Bathurst. My name is Andrew Woodhouse and I'm alongside Adam Bath. And Adam, the championship could be decided today on this very race. Wojciech Savidovic, we believe, only needs to finish.
Yes, we consulted the rulebook after race one and realised that really Wojciech Savidovic can basically just finish the race and sew up the title, and Jamie Rushworth really will have to win the race. Stefan Hug, he had a chance of winning the championship in race one, however that is now eliminated, so it's Savidovic versus Rushworth for the title. Ben Gregory also has got the lead back in the ES Trophy. Aaron Gearing finished 3 laps down, which meant he scored 0, and now Aaron Gearing is back in the lead in the ES Trophy. But what does the reverse grid look like, Andrew?
Well, it looks very interesting, I'll be honest. Colin Steele for Apex Racing TV is on the front row, pole position for him, alongside Laura Bond of Elite 220. She's the only pro driver in the top 5. Ben Gregory, the AM leader, is now 3rd on the grid, so he's got a great chance to possibly wrap up that championship, the ES Trophy, in this race. Julian Janowski is 4th, Niels Jordan 5th for Karcher, Jeroen Kaiser in 6th, Russell Laidler 7th, Ellis Stevens 8th, who had an incident-free race in race 1, Richard Wild 9th, and his DEG teammates Adam Terry and Dan Hunt. Graham Carroll is 12th, Stefan Hug 13th, Jamie Rushworth, the only man who can stop Wojciech Savidovic, is 14th, 15th for David Baker, 16th is Savidovic. He'll be wanting just to get to the end. As long as he's 2 laps down, as long as he's less than 2 laps down at the end, he will take the title. Matt Walker 17th, Robert Burton 18th, Tim Mawson 19th, Gordon Wilson rounds out the top 20. Adam, who's your money on?
Well, I've been rooting for the Pro-Am drivers all season, so I'm going to say a Pro-Am driver is going to win this race.
Going to go, I think, for Laura Bond. I think she has the pace on the front row, but we shall see. 9 laps of Bathurst. Colin Steele has the unenviable task of leading the field round on the first lap as the revs are rising. Any minute now for these Kia Optimas. 36 cars on the grid.
Has Niels Jordan taken to the grid?
I'm not sure, but the green light is on. Good start from Steele. On pole position, Bond. It was a good initial getaway from Steele, but Bond might actually take the lead through turn 1. Yes, she does. Around the outside.
Fantastic start then by Laura Bond and Ben Gregory up into 2nd place as we head down the straight. But look at the Lugnuts car in 3rd place. I think that's Red Wing Mirrors. I think that's Julian Janowski. Yes, it is. Julian Janowski up into 3rd place. Massive crash at the back. Some cars didn't get off the line apparently. Hopefully you will have seen that on your pictures. But as we head up into turn 2, Laura Bond takes the lead.
I couldn't see any of that action at the back there, but one thing's for sure, Colin Steele wasn't very brave into turn 1. I think he was still somewhat alongside Laura Bond, but see somebody hitting the wall there. We climb up through the mountain section. It may have been a CQR car, but there's one CQR car looking up the inside. Niels Jordan did take the start on him. He is in about 8th or 9th. Harry,
yes,
I think Hunt side by side with Graham Carroll.
Yeah, and he just managed to get the move done. Wojciech Savidovic is somewhere in that pack as well. He got a clean start. And as we head down towards the S's for the first time, Gregory only half a second behind Laura Bond. Something going on there, Andrew?
Hug and Rushworth side by side. Hug making a slight bit of Hug's hit the wall, and then he's making a little bit of contact with a second wall. He's all over the place. One of the Apex Racing TV cars is in the wall.
I think it's Colin Steele.
All sorts of crashing going on, and Steele having to let David Baker through. I think Rushworth has had a bit of trouble as well.
Yeah, so Jamie Rushworth had a bit of an issue there. I think he might have made a bit of contact at the wall. And look who's behind him, Wojciech Savidovic. I'm sure Savidovic will be biding his time after all. He's just got to finish this race. He's down in 13th place. But as we head down towards the chase and the chicane to end the first lap, it is Laura Bond leading with Ben Gregory 2nd as Savidovic is shaping up Rushworth there through the chase. You don't want to do that, Wojciech. You don't want to risk your championship trying to gain a place that you don't need. But a contact there, was that Hug? And I think Hug hitting Carroll, was it?
Yeah, he just needs to get to the checkered flag, Savidovic. He doesn't want to get involved with this battle. And he doesn't want to get involved with Rushworth pits, and that's good. That's probably the championship.
But he makes a bit of a bad effort pitting there. He goes across the grass, gets into the pits, and if he falls 2 laps down, he might have got a black and orange flag, Andrew. I think that's what he has.
What a shame.
Yeah,
What a shame that he couldn't at least try to defend the championship. But Savinovic on his way and moving up the field. He's next to Hoog now. He's helping Graham Carroll out. A bit of bump drafting down this back section. Oh, the 3 abreast. Goodness me.
Is that Kaiser? Kaiser's going slowly, I think. So that's what made it 3 wide as we head into turn 2. And look at Baker. He's trying to get past Savinovic as well.
Just the sort of incident, Adam, at Bathurst, which could have caught out Savinovic badly there, and could have ended his race.
Yeah, and we were expecting Savinovic just to be focused on the first lap, but he needs to be focused for all 9 of them because something could happen. You could have an engine problem, which we were talking about, and Ben Gregory is just taking the lead away from Laura Bond.
Yes, he has indeed. I think, to be honest, Adam, I think now that Rushworth's pitted, pretty much any chance he had of Janowski, and that's all going to bottle up there. One of the CQR cars is in there. That's Laidler, who's managed to get through. Yeah, Janowski. He was lucky that front group had a little bit of separation, Adam. Otherwise, that could have been a massive pile-up. That could have been Savinovic possibly in harm's way again. Yeah,
he just put a wheel onto the curb, and then the car speared across to the left, and he was lucky to get off the track, because otherwise we would have had a whole load of cars coming towards that corner with him right in the middle of the track. So we avoided a big incident there, and as we head down towards the chase, I think it's the usual status quo now with Savinovic now up into 9th place.
What that has actually done is given Bond and Gregory a huge lead, which now is about 5-6 seconds on him.
Yes, and also battle for 4th and 5th, Dan Hunt and Niels Jordan going side by side with Graham Carroll trying to get in the mix. And you're right there, Andrew, 6 seconds now between Laura Bond and Russell Laidler in 3rd. But look at this, Niels Jordan, Dan Hunt, Graham Carroll down the inside into the final corner. They're both late on the brakes. The Apex Racing TV car moves up into 5th place.
Jordan over the curb, and he's been... Oh, and up the inside goes Carroll. Jordan can't fight that. Oh, and actually the DEG car's going through as well. There's Hunt. Then Hoog's going to have a go. Jordan's going to lose 3 or 4 places in a couple of corners.
Yeah, it's a familiar situation we see. We see these Pro-Am cars start at the front of the pack and then they eventually lose a ton of places. And Hoog's got past him. Will Savinovic try and get past the Karsha car as well? He doesn't into turn 2, I don't think, as one of the DG cars makes a big mistake. That's allowed Hoog through.
Yeah, and Hoog was quite slow through the middle of that corner, so Jordan almost ran into the back of him. Jordan having a look on the DEG car. Savinovic needs to be a little bit patient. May have been some contact. Don't know if there was. I think Laidler just avoided the contact, but one Pro-Am driver who's not lost any places whatsoever, our leader, Ben Gregory, and he's right under pressure. Laura Bond, right there, right up his street there.
And also, while we're looking at that battle, Wojciech Savinovic has got Ashley Sutton for company, so he can't turn off for a second. In fact, Ashley Sutton trying to go down the inside of Savinovic. Savinovic is going to make a bit of a mistake. Oh, they nearly hit each other through McPhillamy Park, and now Savinovic is under immense pressure because Sutton has just got past him.
It was good sort of evasive action from both men there. They did well. It was another brave move from Sutton, who started... Where did he start? He started 25th. Goodness me.
Yeah, Ashley Sutton seems to be the king of race 2. See, after he did start in about 25th place, and now he's up into 8th place and challenging Niels Jordan as we head down the back straight.
An absolutely tremendous start again from Sutton. He's like the Fernando Alonso of BSRTC. Always seemed to make up positions on the first lap, and now on lap 3 he's going to have a look at Jordan. I can't imagine Jordan's going to fight him here. Ooh, there's Sutton going a little bit wide through the chase. He manages to gather it in and brake. Still very, very late for the chicane. Good stuff from him.
Yeah, I think he was trying to frighten Niels Jordan there, and it worked because he's now through into 7th place. He's got a bit of a gap to his next rival, Dan Hunt, about a second, I think, to him, and he's trying to get past Graham Carroll as well in the Apex Racing TV car. So 6 laps to go, and the battle for the lead's heating up.
Davidovic is going to have a look at Niels Jordan into the first corner. Those two just behind Ashley Sutton. So that train headed by Laidler, then with Carroll, then with Hoog, then it's Hunt. So big train here with about 4 seconds between about 8 cars.
Yeah, that battle is very tight at the moment.
Actually, Baker and Stevens, Adam, not too far behind this pack either.
Yeah, so basically it's going to be about a big train there behind Graham Carroll, yeah, as we come up, starting to climb up the mountain. Laura Bond is all over the place trying to get past Ben Gregory. We head out of the cutting and down towards McPhillamy Park. They were side by side out of turn 1, but Laura Bonds just drops a bit back now, probably trying to get a run out of Forest Elbow and down the back straight towards the chase.
Lap traffic coming up. That one of the engine oil direct cars has been in the wars. I'm not sure who that is, but Colin Steele, the pole sitter, still 14th place. That's still not bad. So Colin's, well, I don't know if he's a newcomer as such, but he's only raced about the second half of the season for Apex Racing TV. So very nerve-wracking, no doubt, starting on pole. Done a decent job of keeping it clean so far. As Laura Bond then, she's also kept it clean in this race. She's going to have a run now at Ben Gregory. Can she follow him through the chase and maybe have a go into the chicane?
Let's see if she can.
She goes a bit defensive.
Yeah, she pulls out of the slipstream as well. I don't know whether that's just a counter move by Laura Bond to not run into the back of Ben Gregory, but she's closed in thanks to the slipstream through the chase. I think she's a bit too far back to get the move done there, but Dan Craft and the Engine Oil Direct car could hold them up. But Laura Bond's got a great run through the chicane, Andrew. She could have a run down into the final corner. Gregory defends the inside line. Craft moves out of the way sensibly. Laura Bond won't have a lunge down there into the final corner.
Gregory took the wrong line though, didn't he? Took a very, very tight line through that final corner. That's allowed Bond to get alongside now. Remember, Bond made that move on Colin Steele into the first corner, really swept around the outside. She doesn't do that, but she's going to get the cut back, Adam.
Yeah, Gregory did. Yeah, and I think that should be first place for Laura Bond, but let's see what Ben Gregory do. He slots back behind Laura Bond to get the best possible slipstream down the straight towards turn 2. And let's see if he can get the move back on Laura Bond. Let's see.
Defend the inside here.
Into turn 2. Ben Gregory down the inside. Will he lock up? Will he run on? Laura Bond swoops in front of him. And Laura Bond now has the lead.
I think she is in the catbird seat at the moment. 5 seconds or so back to that pack with Carroll and Hoog and Laidler. But they're all going to be fighting, remember, Adam. So the two at the front have got a good chance to stay in front, I think, with 5 laps to go.
And I don't know what's happened to Ashley Sutton because he's on some drop down my timing screens. He's down to 21st and Niels Jordan's down to 10th. So I don't know whether there was a bit of contact there, but it means that Savidovic is now put to 7th place.
Look then. Have a look at the replay.
Gregory starting to drop back now.
Disconnection, Adam. Right on that pack, including Laidler. He just got in front of Daniel Hunt, and connection just dropped.
What a shame for Ashley Sutton. Well, a shame for Ashley Sutton because I think he could have had a top 5 results and could have been on the podium really, because he was part of that big group that included Graham Carroll. But once again, another bad result for Ashley Sutton. And so Laura Bond has just got around about half a second lead now over Ben Gregory, but I think she's got it all in hand. Gregory looking down the inside there into the chase.
Back.
Yeah, well back. You couldn't have got the move done there. Stefan Hoog 4th. 5th place, Dan Hunt. Carroll is only 3.8 seconds behind Gregory and Bond. Do you think he'll be able to catch up with these two?
Not really, because I still think he's going to come under some pressure from Stefan Hoog. He is definitely coming under pressure from Stefan Hoog, but one thing, we'll keep an eye on it, definitely closing big time on that lap, but these two were scrapping a little bit. Definitely keep an eye on it, but I know that obviously, Adam, you've been wanting a Pro-Am driver to win a race all season long, but I think what Ben Gregory's doing, which is a smart thing, is I think he should consider the ES trophy, because he's really providing massive advantage for himself. He could actually win that. In fact, he will clinch that if he finishes here.
Following for Graham Carroll, Andrew, I think he's just dropped down to 11th place. I don't really know what happened
to him there. He's no longer there. Let's have a look.
While you look at the replay.
Another disconnection.
Another disconnection. Blimey. Technical issues bogging us here today. Bathurst. Laura Bond continues to lead by 0.5 seconds. This is all playing into Wojciech Savidovic's hands. He's now up into 5th place, with Stefan Hug 3rd, Layla 4th. So, and David Baker,
I know whose hands it's really playing into. Adam, it's Stefan Hug's.
Yeah, he is. He's now in the podium spot and is 3.5 seconds behind Bond and Gregory as we head through the S's. David Baker in his customary 6th place, it seems, at the moment. He's doing a great job for Teemo in their team's championship campaign. They practically won it going into this race meeting. Ben Gregory does... Laura Bond can't seem to shake off Ben Gregory. In fact, she runs wide through the Forest Elbow. That's definitely going to give Ben Gregory a run down the back straight towards the chase, and it might give him the lead. So with 3.5 laps to go, Gregory takes the lead back from Laura Bond, but will Laura Bond launch an attack straight away? She might.
As well, if Hug does make it up to these two, Adam, are you even going to try and overtake Gregory, given the fact that they're teammates? And he knows that Gregory needs to win the ES Trophy.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because it's the end of the season. None of these drivers have got anything to play for, apart from Ben Gregory, who's got the ES Trophy. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Hug does. Will he launch an attack straight away? We've got 3 laps to go now. We've just crossed the line. Laura Bond right on the offensive on Ben Gregory as we head into turn 1. Gregory defends the inside line and gives Laura Bond once again the run on the outside, but he swoops across.
A bit of contact.
That's going to give Laura Bond a bit of a slipstream now and the straight line speed advantage as we head down towards turn 2. It's going to be interesting to see who has the lead, but I think Ben Gregory has it for now.
Interesting that Bond not even looking at the slipstream there, Adam. Down that back straight, not even trying to stay in it, and there's definite contact there. But Laura, I'm a little surprised actually. She definitely has a pace advantage over Gregory, and she must know she needs to get through quickly.
Yeah, it's just a silly mistake going into Forest Elbow.
I'm not sure why you wouldn't stay in the slipstream there.
Yeah, maybe it's because
she made contact and she thought let him through, maybe.
Yeah, because she made that mistake at Forest Elbow, which basically cost her the lead. And I don't know whether she's just biding her time after all. There are still 3 laps to go, and it is a very long lap here at Bathurst.
In my opinion, the only chance Laura Bond has to win this race is she needs to overtake Gregory before Hug gets there. Because I don't think Hug will overtake Gregory.
Yeah, the gap's now 1.1 seconds between Bond and Hug. Look how fast he's closing them in.
So quick through this downhill section. He's going to be with them by the time they get to the chase.
As we head down towards Forest Elbow then, Gregory seems to be holding up Laura Bond. And look, Hug's basically on them now. He's now nearly half a second behind. Will he use the slipstream this time around? He's still got 2 laps to try and get past these two. As we head down the straight towards the chase, will Laura Bond launch an attack now? This is where she made a mistake that a lap ago in the slipstream with the Teemo car. Look at the speed advantage that she gets in that Elite 220 car as we head through the chase now and down towards the chicane. Gregory defends the inside line. Bond, well, he moves back across. That's a bit naughty there by the Pro-Am driver.
Got a bit over defensive, Gregory, there. He didn't need to. Bond was never going to outbrake him into that corner. But is he purposely backing Bond into Stefan Hug here?
He could be. I don't know whether, but he is a Pro-Am driver, so...
Bond on the grass.
Bond nearly hits the wall there. 2 laps to go then, penultimate lap. Hug lining up Bond. Hug going down the inside of Bond down into turn 1. And Stefan Hug takes 2nd place.
Contact with Bond and Hug. Now, I think that was a really nice move from Stefan Hug, though, it has to be said. He really took the inside line well, and the key was there, Adam. He didn't allow the cutback.
Yeah, that was a great move, but Laura Bond didn't want to give that 2nd place up without a fight. It's going to be interesting now, as you were saying, Andrew, to see what will Ben Gregory do. Will he move over for Stefan Hug? Stefan Hug's really
I don't see why he should.
Yeah, Stefan Hug's really got nothing to gain from taking the lead apart from a race win, and Ben Gregory will desperate to try and get an effective race win overall. As we head up the mountain for the penultimate time, Hug closing in on Gregory. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I do think that Bond will be thinking that this will be the one that's got away if she doesn't win this race, and it really was a great chance. She has a pace advantage over Gregory, clearly, but Ben Gregory has driven a good race, a very clever race, and actually, you know, if he wins the ES Trophy here, he will have deserved the ES Trophy. He's been in front of the standings in that pretty much all season. It was just a couple of races, wasn't it, Adam, where he had a bit of bad luck, a couple of incidents, and suddenly he dropped behind Aaron Gearing, but he's definitely been the best Pro-Am driver.
Yes, Ben Gregory took the lead in the ES Trophy after a fantastic race meeting at Virginia and had a bit of a mistake at Brands Hatch, cost him a few places and a few points, and then he dropped a second in the Pro-Am standings, but he has the lead back now and he looks set to take an effective race win here, the first time this season, but curse of the commentator, we've still got 1.5 laps to go.
Look who's in 4th place.
Savidovic, yes, and he's only 0.6 seconds behind 3rd place Laura Bond.
Bond's having a go at Hoog through the chicane. I'll tell you what, if Laura muscles her way past Stefan Hoog and then manages to get Gregory as well, then that'll be an almighty effort. But I think Hoog definitely playing the team game. He's doing it really well as Savidovic very wide coming out of the last corner. Remember, he still has to finish the race. Jamie Rushworth in 17th place. I don't think he's going to get the points required, but Savidovic doesn't want to leave anything to chance on this final lap.
Yeah, Ben Gregory sitting pretty there at the moment. He's got a 0.7 second lead, but will that get eradicated on this very long straight? Savidovic lining up Bond at the same time. This is the final lap of race 29 of the BSRTC. Down towards turn 2, no places gained there by any of the top 4, and Ben Gregory's running away with this a bit.
Savidovic lining up Bond, Bond lining up Hoog, Baker lurking. Timo, I'll tell you what, 3 cars in the top 6 here, top 5, and it's been the story of Timo's season, hasn't it?
Yes, it is. Timo, fantastically consistent. They won the Teams Championship last season, and they have practically won it again this time around. Peter Newman, I've just had a look at my timing screens. He's up in 10th place, so great job by him.
And Niels Jordan in 9th. So, Savidovic going for the podium.
And he gets it. Bond's all over the place.
Off.
And she'll rejoin just ahead of Baker, I think. She might have to let him by as well. Savidovic now shaping up. Who can he get 2nd place as we head through the S's?
I tell you what a finish. What a finish this is going to be. He's going to win the championship here. And Stefan Hoog. If Savidovic can beat Hoog here at the very, very end, as Hoog's desperately trying to protect Ben Gregory, and we're going to have 2 champions at once here, Adam, surely now.
This is going to be really close, and they're coming up on lap traffic at the same time. Here comes Savidovic, who going this way and that trying to defend. Savidovic goes to the outside line as we head through the chase. Can he close in on Gregory?
Bit of a slipstream from Gregory.
Through the chase, Savidovic hanging out there, and is he going to try and get Gregory? I don't know. Into the chicane.
Last corner.
Unbelievable.
Here we Gregory, go, the AM driver, trying to hold on. Adam's been wanting an AM driver to win a race all season. Can he hold on into the final corner? Savidovic is going to go for it.
Round the outside.
He's going round the outside.
Oh no, he is in.
There's a bit of contact. It's going to be Gregory and Savidovic in
Gregory,
the wall.
yes. Gregory wins.
Ben Gregory wins, and he wins the ES Trophy. Stefan Hoog 2nd, and Wojciech Savidovic is the champion of Season 6 of the BSR Touring Car Championship with Engine Oils Direct. Brilliant effort from all those guys. Fantastic final couple of laps there, Adam. Laura Bond in 5th.
Highlight of the season there. Ben Gregory, Pro-Am driver, takes the victory, and Wojciech Savidovic desperate to get in there. That was fantastic, wasn't it?
My favourite part of that was the fact that Gregory didn't care that it was Savidovic. He just went, "You're not having the win. This is my win. I've worked really hard for it," and he did. He did so well, Ben Gregory, and he deserves that first position. And tell you what, good drive from Hoog as well. 13th on the grid, 2nd place. Savidovic was down in 16th. He finished 3rd. Again, no podium for Laura Bond or David Baker. Daniel Hunt in 6th, only 6 seconds back at the end. That was a really good try from him. Russell Laidler 7th, Ellis Stevens in 8th, Niels Jordan 9th, Peter Newman 10th, Tim Mawson 11th, then Steve Walker 12th, Robert Plumley 13th, Colin Steele 14th. That's a really solid effort. Halit Ertas, I think that's the season's best for him, in 15th. Jamie Rushworth was 16th in the end. His championship ends here. Robert Burton 17th ahead of Steve Richardson. Robert Graham was the last man on the lead lap. In fact, he's still going. He's still coming down towards the chase at the end of the race. So, 1 lap down. David Brock, Jeroen Kaiser, Simon Field, Julian Janowski and Eckhard von Glan and Daniel Kraft. We lost Graham Carroll, Ashley Sutton, Richard Wilde, Ben Palmer, Gordon Wilson, John Roberts, Joshua Rappel, Mark Walker, Adam Terry, Aaron Gearing, and Alex Smolensky. Adam, what a race.
Yeah, and I think in amongst that we've forgotten that Wojciech Savidovic is the champion of the BSRTC. His second season, after a pretty good first season, he finished third, and now he's taken the championship with one race to go. Fantastic job by him to get third place, and probably an epic BSRTC race there, and I think we've got more in the pipeline for the final race of the season. Shall we see if we can get our champion?
I think we should indeed.
In fact, we've got him now. Wojciech Savidovic, our champion of the BSRTC for Season 6. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels great. Thanks very much, guys.
What a race at the end, mate, with Gregory and Hoog.
Yeah, that was quite exciting last lap. Unfortunately, yeah, that didn't kind of work out in the last corner.
Good job that wasn't 2 laps before the end, but you still managed to do it anyway with Jamie having some problems. How did you see the start of that race?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I was very, very careful. Too wide all the way through the mountain, at least for the guys in front of me, so I was taking it very easy, and yeah, it paid off at the end.
And now race 3, what's your mentality for the final race? Are you going to go all out because you've got nothing to lose now?
Pretty much, yeah. Still gonna try to be a bit of cautious. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna go for it.
I think you're going to be starting quite a way back. We're going to see how the reverse grid pans out in a minute. But how does it feel? You've had 29 races. Got a very, very excellent season. Have you got any particular moments which stand out to you as being your favourite ones?
I think the round 2 at Veer, that's when I kind of realized I am faster than other guys for some reason. I made a pole position there despite I didn't have a chance to do any practice. And from then on, kind of every single round I was doing okay, maybe except Suzuka, where Suzuka was really the one to remember when I had to defend like crazy in the first race.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really, really good race at the same time.
Okay, Wojciech, well, we'll let you get ready for the third and final race. Well done on the championship, and we'll hopefully have a good result in the third and final race.
Thanks very much, guys, and I'll hope to catch you up later.
Thanks, mate. Well done.
Wojciech_Savidovic moved to.
Well, shall we bring in Alex? Alex, what a frantic second race.
Yeah, awesome finale there. I was really enjoying that. I didn't really know who to cheer on in that race. I was so split. You know, I wanted to see Laura do well, Ben for the AM, and then of course Wojciech at the end. I mean, that would have just been epic for him to have come through on that final corner and took the championship there and then. But nonetheless, Gregory sealed it with that victory as well, I think. So equally as good. Yeah, brilliant finish.
A few standouts in that race, weren't there? There's a few guys who were who did some surprising results, and none more than I think Niels Jordan, 9th place. We've seen Niels in V8 supercars a lot, and that's great for him. Really is.
Yeah, good result for Niels actually. Peter Newman, like you said, up from 10th. He had his problems in the first race, so he must have come from pretty much the right at the back of the grid. So good result.
He was. He started 24th, Pete Newman. Yeah, so really good from him. Alex, so who's going to be on pole? I'll just run down actually the reverse grid contenders, and it's Halit Ertas in 15th, Jamie Rushworth in 16th. Could he be on pole position? Robert Burton 17th, Steve Richardson 18th, Robert Graham 19th, and David Brock in 20th. Take it away, my friend.
Right, I've done my 3 rolls, so we're already waiting for the magic number to come up, and it is 17th.
So Robert Burton will go on to pole position with Jamie Rushworth alongside him. A bit of redemption then for Jamie Rushworth, second place again in the championship, with Halit Ertas third. Colin Steele, he's up at the front again, he's in 4th. Robert Plumley in 5th position. So Jamie Rushworth there is surrounded by quite a few AM drivers.
If we'll see any difference in the weather as well, that's another thing we need to take into account. If it is, I think all hell's going to break loose. But I think we've talked enough. We have a champion in BSRTC, but don't go away. Soon it'll be round 3. We'll see you in a bit.